Good gods. There's been a murder here.
Not according to her. Oh, this murder. It's a different murder.
A young magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass. Behind the magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
Oh my, look at that.
There's
What
been
happened?
a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
Seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow.
Always does happen all
You
the time.
surprised? You're one of them. You know what sorcerers are capable of? Whoever did this found a way around their collar and killed a man. Small ones this time, thank the gods.
Small collar, small man. Yeah. I'll have to ask Waters.
We'll find out who did it, one way or another.
Hi.
It seems an ugly sight, isn't it?
Not really.
Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwoken followed the source that did this.
Ask her why she's letting you so close to the crime scene. For all she knows, you could be the killer.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir.
Too smart
You're
for me.
one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Maybe.
Not with that collar on you, Aunt.
Yeah.
Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
Oh boy. Much more shinies.
Not in
please.
here, it isn't. You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
Ew. What's red mean? Oh, I can open the corpse. Anything in here to steal? Broken source amulet. How did that happen? Guess I might have wanted to take that.
These smelling salts are strong stuff.
Oh, you're addicted to smelling salts? Alright, let's just get this over with. Oh, what's that? More stoof.
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
A length of sturdy rope, a mainstay in any traveler's pack. Oh man, that's light. It was huge on screen. Eee! Effects unknown.
No lesions, no trauma. It was bled by magic.
Alright.
Sing us a song, I know you can.
I forgot how to sing. I did.
Donk. Your turn.
Seems to me you should be a little more afraid. There's a killer.
Where'd that one dude go? Well, that's Los. That's a one of those main characters. Trice, Sandy, Polly.
Ah, there you are. Husband. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this loser woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
Squint, who's los?
The young woman seems about to raise her hand, but quickly remembers herself and nods pointedly at the excited children.
Who indeed? Why, my name is, Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb.
Yeah, it's quite the name.
The children break out into giggles.
I say, it is.
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Yeah, ask if she can't find some more age-appropriate companions.
Like yourself, maybe. I don't mind the kiddies, usually.
Murder?
Nope, trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
No, that's true. She ought to have a look around with you. You can watch each other. Why not?
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it.
That's her elite gang right there.
You take care, though.
Fuck
Suddenly,
off.
her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Okay. Maybe I should have read her backstory on character creation. Or the manual.
Why won't you sing?
Which is kind of weird. I actually
That's
did
enough now.
read the manual. And it was basically an introduction, a foreword, and character bios. And then that was it. That was the manual. Had nothing to do about anything else.
Always hung closest to a fire, like wolves around a campfire.
Oh, there's Fane.
Well, you've got
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and takes your hand, turning it this way and that, examining it from every angle. Finally, he pinches your skin, gently tugging at it.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Ruffle his hair with a grin.
What purpose did that serve? Was that a greeting? Was it... Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. How... difficult.
No,
You
I
have my apologies, human.
just felt like doing it.
Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
Book. What about book?
I do not believe I've been drawn anywhere. It is a quaint little read, but it has its faults. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Dwarf. I'm not a dwarf. Human, a history of Rivelin is a history of the Divine Order. Talk about Lucian, the Divine, and his son Alexander.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already.
Well, then don't ask the question.
No. I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
Why curious?
The elf's face freezes for just a second before he waves his hand dismissively.
Oh, it's just one of my idle curiosities. We mortals do like to consider these things, do we not? Now, please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Alright.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Who am I supposed to be talking to?
Kid, you been down by the room up the hall?
No,
You sure about that?
no,
What's your name?
no.
Find the murderer. Ah,
Did your mother teach you
Master
any manners?
Dick.
She got eaten by a void woken.
Forget it.
Where'd you come from? Yalen. Oops.
How dare you classify this?
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
Indeed.
Well, you've
kitchen
got this
pot.
wolf on a
Kitchen
leash
pot.
now.
Kitchen pot.
As
Basket.
soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you
Water
right over
barrel.
the side of this
Whoops.
ship with him.
Basket. Fine.
One of them. I know it. Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate. They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
Ooh. Thank you.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on. One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one. Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
Kill and feast.
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely. What are you trying to hear anyway? I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Please, please, please.
Shoot to kill.
Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
That's a pretty armored source hound.
There's a killer about after all.
Yeah, sure.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to...
Slap away.
We are fierce, aren't we? Not to worry. I'll soon remedy that. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
Lie number 1. Yep.
Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
I'll tell you if you...
Lie number 2.
Oh,
Yep.
but to feel the caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more. A most satisfactory answer indeed. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
Lie number 3. Yep.
The very basics, then. I suppose that's a start. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can cook, tailor, and groom. Well, that just about settles it.
I can lie, too.
I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
I'm trying to concentrate.
Stared at him blankly. I'm your what?
My slave, of course.
Carrying on.
Oh, but I see. Yes, I suppose it must take some time for the full extent of this honor to sink in. Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now shoo!
Okay, this should be interesting.
Insufferable?
Normal
Surely.
games. Normal games. This wouldn't matter. This
I'll tell you if you
game,
can keep it quiet long enough for me
that
to
ain't
listen.
over. Victor. The whacked out elf. Where is this guy I'm supposed to register with? Maybe...
Well, perhaps you're absolutely right.
There he is. Wendigo. Oh, there's that dude. Alright.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
Nice.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions.
Could have sworn I saw 435 on his health.
He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
There's a killer about, after all.
Till overboiling a bit of cabbage becomes a...
Nope.
A ship, of course.
Okay.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
Sea is moaning like a sick man. Oh, yeah, I like this one actually. Can't hear a damn thing over all the people talking.
A common sort of sound, isn't it? Where there's talk, there's health. That's all you hear, though. Listen close.
Alright, I'll do it.
There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
Nothing more than a rat.
No, you beautiful idiot. That wasn't any rat. It was the wheel. Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east.
I've seen more appetizing.
Okay.
Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
I've never dined on anything.
What does that mean?
Captain, actually. And that figure tells me we're getting close to the Joy. Close to what lies beyond it, too.
More joy?
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
Click!
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
That right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben.
I want in. Escape.
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
Great.
Got this wolf on a leash now.
Gil.
You one of them? A Divine Order loyal? They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
Okay.
Please, please, please.
No, I wanted to move it.
That's enough.
Alright. What do we got? Mug of beer, mug of beer.
I thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic. That right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire. Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now. Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it. I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sob story somewhere else.
Sob, okay.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp Ifan.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again. He leans
Closer.
in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Ask why you, subject.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
Ask if and what he did to find himself at the mercy of a subordinate.
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties.
Murder you?
No.
Okay.
The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Alright, what's the deal with Fort Joy?
The Joy? I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
Like to meet Alexander. Show him exactly what you think of this bloody divine order.
Easy now. I might think the same, but Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there? You! What's your name?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more
Victor.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
I'm just glad the narrator got to say that word.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Money!
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben
I
West.
got a greasy key.
Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Bye, guys.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Journal.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hand you right over the side of this ship with it.
Read. This tome contains no text. Instead, sketches of dragons fill every page. The artist is hardly talented, but clearly enthusiastic. Huh. Cooking. Potato has 11 hit points. What's that? Mug of wine. Oh, is that the wine she wanted me to drink? Poison bottle. Mashed potatoes. Do I still have that key? Yeah. So it must unlock that one. So I wonder, what am I dealing with out here? I don't think I can beat him, or he, she's, whatever those things are. Ooh, restoration, sharp piece of metal.
There's nothing else I can
Make for a nifty weapon. Awesome.
Turnips and water are all I was given.
Herring.
I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe
So can I sneak in behind these guys? I don't know, I gotta go.
With me when you
Ooh,
really
don't
don't know the
saucy.
first thing about sauce.
I gotta go talk to you first.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
Eh?
Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
Whose?
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
Yeah, that.
She
one.
eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
Sure.
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, you lay awake thinking of someone back home. A very special someone. You were reminiscing about the things you used to do together.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
Yeah,
Of course it is. The truth's right there, skin deep. But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell.
Okay. You flippin' mad. Undefended barrel. What's it got? Nothing. Alright, I'm gonna go see what happens when I do that. Oh, attitude -5. Alright. Well, I know that was a bad idea then. What's up here? Let's do another bad idea.
The hatch is blocked. I need to find another way.
Oh.
It was one of them. I know.
Money!
I'm trying to concentrate.
Alright, I just don't care anymore.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
You care?
Of course I do. Seems Voidwalk can dog your heels like a shadow. That's no way to live, is it? You'll see. We're gonna help you. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
I want to go
Right.
through the other door.
I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest.
I don't think I'll screw up the script. Ooh, what's
always
that?
hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, got
6 new
this wolf on a
recipes
leash
learned.
now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hand you right over the side of this ship with it.
Oh god, I don't know where my recipes are. Alright, I'll figure it out. Maybe. Oh. Ingredients, miscellaneous, books and keys, wares. Where the hell's my recipes? I didn't want to use it. I wanted to oh, damn, that was consume. Alright. Maybe you can combine.
Never
No.
thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right?
There, combine with recipes.
Your kind always hung closest to our divine.
Oh, I learned
wolves around a campfire.
2 4 different types of mashed potatoes?
This wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right
That
over the side of
takes
this ship with
boiling pot and cold mashed potatoes, an oven, and cold mashed potatoes.
And if she tries to
Another boiling pot and cold mashed potatoes,
You seem on edge, officer.
and a boiled potato, and any
Murder
milk.
most foul. I strongly suspect you know all about it.
Do you? Well, perhaps you're absolutely right.
Oh, locked. I guess gotta go this way.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad?
Keep those bolts trained on her. And if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
You seem on edge, officer. What on earth is the matter?
Murder most foul. And I strongly suspect you know all about it.
Do you? Well,
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
I just want, that book. I want that book, so...
By
Okay.
all means, do as the officer says. But you had better hurry, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
Damn. Can I still get the book? She's back there?
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
Oh my god, she's level 5.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Void! Oh my sweet lord. Huh.
What happened?
3 journal updates. Chapter 1, Merryweather. Hold left. Yeah, okay. Huh. You got nothing. You got nothing. Gold. And you got nothing. Go. Oh, pumpkin soup, bottle of wine, empty cup, chub fish. I had a chub fish this morning. It was, yeah. Deck of cards. Confiscated goods, a wooden targe, a shiv, and an improvised staff. Okay. New recipe, improvised staff. 165 level 1, scales with finesse. It's the exact same thing, and I don't have dual weld, so... Okie doke. What's changed? Out for the fire. Whole lot of nothing. Locked. What is that? Notes. Requisition. Requisition, sorcerer hold, pumpkin seed flour, 1 crate, bunch of stuff. For food supplies, drop. Come to my attention again that bypassing... Gotcha. Note, a few of them are in good spirits, especially the children. The others are sullen. Don't blame them, change is rough. But they'll make new friends sooner or later, and when we cure them for good, they'll be thanking us, not cursing. Well, most of them. That elf with the dice, that lone wolf, that creaky-voiced woman in the kitchen, some folks won't get over it. Reckon they won't be the first to get cured if they're ever cured at all. Kitchen. This is the, well, was the kitchen. There was nobody there. Humble pair, Inkpot and Quill is capable of bringing tyrants and lovers alike to their trembling knees. Requisition. Drop. On the silencing of the source. We have too long presumed source as a virtuous part of civil society. Yet we need to look no further into the past than the Source King's reign to understand the havoc such magics may weave, or may wreak. One day, another order must follow in the Source Hunter's footsteps. Sorcerers must be muted. The new model of Source Callers provided by Vredkin is proving most effective. Maybe I already read that. I don't know. But... drop. Bonk. How do I auto-sort? I don't know. What's this do? Oh yeah, my log. I want to... You, and you. Oh, a bunch of dead things.
Oh! What happened? Must have been the turnips.
Slap him in the face.
You dare strike a royal? Ooh!
The lizard's eyes close as he slips into unconsciousness. The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still. You can't see if he's living or dead.
You alright? Don't know if that was yes or no. I want that book. Get back to you. Whoa! Come back. Oh. Chunk of flesh. Oh, the elf can eat that chunk of flesh. Find out who it was.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a...
Thank you. Crime scene. Some crimes, like murdering or stealing, leave a crime... Okay. The Source King insists there are no magics too foul, even those that would block or remove the source within an individual. I delight in his madness. It is an invitation to manipulate all which we believed immutable. He provides all manner of experimental subjects. The text beneath lists a series of hexes and materials required for muting source. Some of those objects are circled in black ink and denoted as follows. Helm, collar, mask. Page 1 of 1. Not as interesting as I thought it would be. Alright. Yeah. The elf.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
Her hand lies limp in yours. She's too weak to stand.
The dice roll darkly. They're rolling for me.
Alright. Your turn. Ooh, I can steal the ball.
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes are wide open, like those of a corpse. Dark, greyish-black clouds swirl through them.
Wakey, wakey, hands up, Snakey.
She doesn't stir.
Oh. Okay. So I need to go up here. Blood can be electrified or frozen.